Caleb was doing most of the grill work while Harlen prepped buns and tried to keep up. It was fast, hot, and chaotic. Harlen hadn't broken this much of a sweat in years.
Faster, Stan.
Marla barked. You can't move like that during lunch. We don't slow down for trainees. Harlen bit back a response. He wasn't used to being talked to like that, but he wasn't here to argue. By mid-morning, the fry station guy went home sick. Migraine, he said, clutching his head. Now, they were down to 3. Why are we so short-staffed? Harlen asked Caleb during a quick break. Caleb shrugged. People quit. A lot. Usually after a week or 2. Harlen raised an eyebrow. Why? Caleb hesitated. I mean, Marla's tough. Real tough. Some people don't deal well with it. Before Harlen could ask more, the door swung open and Marla stormed in. Caleb, you burned that last burger. That's the 3rd one this week. I didn't. Caleb started. Don't talk back to me. You're on thin ice already. Harlen looked at the grill. The burger wasn't burned. It was perfectly cooked. Caleb's hands trembled slightly as he turned back to the grill. She always like that? Harlen asked under his breath. Caleb gave a tight nod.
Yeah.
Just before lunch, things came to a head. A huge order came in 12 burgers, 6 chicken sandwiches, all with custom mods. Caleb was running the grill solo. Harlen helped where he could, but it was clear Caleb was overwhelmed. You're too slow, Marla shouted from the side. It's like watching a sloth cook. I'm trying, Caleb said, his voice cracking. No, you're not. You're just useless. That word landed like a slap. Harlen froze. Caleb said nothing. He finished flipping a burger, then quietly stepped back from the grill, turned around and wiped his eyes. Harlen saw it. A tear rolled down Caleb's cheek. He wasn't trying to make a scene. He was trying to hide. But Marla saw it too. Oh, don't start crying, she said, rolling her eyes. We don't have time for feelings. That was it. Harlen stepped forward.
Hey.
That's enough. Marla turned to him. Excuse me? You don't talk to people like that. You don't run this kitchen, trainee. Harlen stared at her. He could feel his pulse in his ears. No, he said slowly. But I own it. The kitchen went silent. Even the hiss from the grill seemed to dull as Marla's expression slowly shifted. Her grip on the order ticket tightened, but her mouth didn't move. She just stared at Harlen, as if trying to process what he'd just said. You own what? She finally asked. Harlen reached up and pulled the hat off his head. He peeled off the glasses and let his voice drop into its natural tone. My name is Harlen Lowe. I built this company from a single food truck 15 years ago. It's airtight. Keep me in the loop, Harlen said. I don't want anything slipping back through the cracks. An hour later, the soda lines sputtered mid-shift. Harlen ducked into the back and saw the CO2 tank blinking red. He grabbed the maintenance checklist. Has this been happening regularly? He asked Keyshawn, who was restocking lids.
Yeah.
Last week, I put in a ticket. No one ever followed up. Harlen crouched beside the tank. We're changing that. From now on, all maintenance requests go into a shared log, and I'll review it weekly until we have a new compliance officer. Sounds like a lot for one person, Keyshawn said. It won't stay on one person, Harlen replied. But it starts with me. By late afternoon, Meryl arrived to shadow the evening crew. She wore a clean, pressed uniform and kept her hands behind her back as she quietly observed the line. Harlen introduced her to everyone individually. No formal speech. Just names, eye contact, and a simple, she's here to help. After watching her for 20 minutes, Harlen leaned toward Darlene at the expo. What do you think so far? She listens more than she talks, Darlene said. I like that. Me too. At 6, the dinner rush began, and Harlen stepped back to let the crew handle it. Orders kept moving smoothly.
No shouting.
no one flinching at feedback. At one point, Harlan caught Caleb calmly directing a new fry cook through a backup order.
No panique.
Just clear steps. When things slowed down, Meryl pulled Harlan aside. I've been in 5 of our stores, she said. This one's got the best crew I've seen. They just haven't been treated like it. Harlan nodded. That's changing.
She paused.
You sticking around the rest of the week? I'll be here until I know it sticks. Later that night, after the last customer left, Harlan gathered the crew up front. Not the whole team, just the ones who'd held things together through the worst of it.
Caleb.
Darlene.
Keyshawn.
A young woman named Priya, who'd been quietly holding down the register all day. I owe each of you more than just a thank you, he said. So here's what's happening next. He handed each of them a sealed envelope. That's a bonus. And not a symbolic one. You earned it the hard way. No one said anything. Caleb turned his envelope over, eyes wide. You're also getting priority in the next round of internal training, Harlan continued. Supervisor track. If you want it. Priya blinked. Me? You've been running the front for the last 6 hours without a single mistake. I noticed. Keyshawn opened his envelope, glanced inside, then folded it and tucked it in his pocket. This doesn't erase what happened, Harlan said. But it's the start of something better. Darlene tilted her head. What about the other stores? I'm going to all of them. Not disguised. Not announced. Just present. No more Marlis running things into the ground? She asked. Not a chance, Harlan said. We're rebuilding one store at a time. Caleb spoke last. You think people will believe it? They won't have to, Harlan said. They'll see it. The crew slowly drifted toward the back, collecting their things. Meryl stayed behind, hands in her pockets, watching them go. They've been through it, she said. But they're still showing up. That's why we don't get second chances, Harlan replied. We get one. He picked up a tray from the corner booth as he passed. A small ketchup smear still marked the edge, overlooked during the rush. He wiped it clean and placed the tray back where it belonged.
No announcements. No speeches.
Just small, deliberate acts. The kind that built something worth trusting again.